Hello, Seka. You have that look in your eye right now that, you know, you wanted to tell me something. Yes. Did you know it's pronounced Shincho? You mean Shinku? Yes, Shincho. Yeah, Shinku. No. Hear what I'm saying. I am. Shinku. Anyways, did you know they fixed two-factor authentication in Resin? No, they didn't. Yes, they did.
You're full of shit!
Yeah, he's full of it. All right. Someone said that 2FA got added. To further improve your account security, we are adjusting our current security verification functions. After 5/17, that's today, at 1800 UTC. When is 1800 UTC? In an hour from when I'm recording this. A new security function will take effect when you log in. Once this function is active, a verification photo will be sent to your linked email address or mobile phone when you log in to a new device to ensure that it is you using the device. I believe that's what they call two-factor authentication. Let me go Google that. What is two-factor authentication? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay. It is a method of establishing access to an online account or computer system requires you to provide two different types of information. Oh, okay. So if they hack your email address or mobile phone number, then they can get your account. Okay. Well, that's kind of 2FA. Sure. Okay. In that event, please ensure all information is correct. You can access and manage your settings through MiHoYo account manager login devices. Okay, so first pro tip. Make sure your email address is not that. It's your email address password is different than your actual account information. So like if your password is Papega123, don't make your email password also Papega123. Make it Papega124. Trick them just a little bit, you know, just okay, anyways. In that event, please ensure all information is correct. You can access the blah, blah, blah. Okay, please remember your linked account information and do not share your password with any other party. Oh shit, I just told everybody my password was Papega123. I mean, it's Papega124. Make sure that you are using Security Network to log into the game to avoid possible risks of your account security. If you have not linked the email address on a mobile number, please do so as soon as possible and increase your account security, travelers. PogChamp. This has been viewed 27,000 times. And so MiHoYo, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm not going to complain about the duration of time it took to get there. When this first came out and there was an issue with hacking accounts and stuff like that, it was going to take a while to get a security measure like this put into place to make sure it's right. Because if they fuck it up one time while they're doing this, you could potentially have a way bigger ramification when you lock a lot of people out of their accounts. Also, you got to do it over PC, mobile, and you got to do it through PS4. So the potential issues could arise from that. I don't think it should have taken 6 months personally as a person, but you know, I understand that these things take time. So I'm glad it's here. I am kind of sad it took so long, but I will say this about MiHoYo. I played a lot of mobile games in my time, and this is the only company that fucking listens. Holy shit. All right, so the two issues that we've had in Genshin Impact over the course of 8 months have been like resounding issues by the community are two-factor authentication and Resin. And to be honest, they've kind of like abated the Resin issue. So what they've done in a lot of ways with Resin is they've helped us with Resin costs and weekly bosses by having them, and they've done other things like giving us other resources. One of the biggest sets of resources that I think that is like kind of like unbeknownst to a lot of players is of course the bounties that they give us every single week, and the missions you get from the bounties, as well as the Serenitea pot as permanent features. Also, the lowering the resin every single week is really nice. But one of the things that I think that they could have done better is like make this easier for people to understand. So when the game first came out, I was under the impression that if they gave us one fragile resin every single day, it would abate the resin issue. And that was actually incorrect, because what they did when the game first came out was in the first month, for about a week, they were giving us one fragile resin per day for a week, for like a whole week. And no one stopped complaining. Everyone still wanted more resin. But with the new Realm Depot rewards, when you have the new Realm treasures, it's been brought to my attention that potentially you can get all of these, which would be bitchin'. So let's just say you could get all of these rewards every single week.
So we posted a video. Only like 1,000 of you saw it, but I'm pretty sure you didn't get to the point where we saw it. But apparently, chat failed me, and they came in late, and they said, "Actually, Seka, realm currency is not cumulative. It seems like that you can't get more. Adeptal energy max and fit for a king, and you can't get more." I don't know. This doesn't prove anything. Image 2. But he has 20,000 in both. So even though he has 20,000 in both, which could be an edited screenshot because, you know, whatever. Let's see. He has this and he doesn't get any energy. Okay? No energy. Chat failed me. So my bad. Chat failed me. They told me that it was, and then somebody posted that it wasn't. So we had to delete the video. So just letting you know that resin is still fixed, but not as much as we'd like. The other thing with that is going into all the resources that you can get out of this. If you actually accumulated all the total points that it would cost here, it's going to take you a total of 3,600 for each of the sanctifying essences. So that's going to be 7,200 total there. This one here is going to be a 3,600 for that, 2,400 for each of these, and 1,200 for the transient resin, which means that if you got to a maximum of 15,000 per week, you would get everything you could possibly need out of the realm layouts. But because you only need 12,000, that means that your overall increase in income per week has been increased to a maximum of 200,000 extra mora every single week. All right. So because that's the case, you can only get 5,040 of those. But seeing how some of that 12,000 is going to be Mystic Enhancement ore, that means that of the 12,000 you need, 2,400 you're not going to need for Mystic Enhancement ore. And if you're not buying the other things, so if you need, say, a total of 2,400 for the Mora, 1,200 for the resin, and let's say you use the remaining, let's just say 1,200 or so, plus like 400 left over for other things, you can get 10, let's just say 10 Mystic Enhancement, or not 10 Mystic, 10 Hero Wits. You can get 200k Mora and 12. It's like one. Oh shit! I did that wrong. Sorry, this is 200k Mora, and then this is one fragile resin. So it's a little bit less. I'm just letting you know that we had it right, but then chat corrected me after we posted the video about 10 minutes in. So just letting you know that that's a little different, but it's still kind of fake. Amount of things that you could really get out of Genshin Impact is pretty awesome. You know what's just realized? That the total cost of all the items is right down here, and I didn't actually need to add these up like a Papega. Anyways, but you're still going to need to purchase these things every single day if you wanted to make different adeptal things, which is 250 coins per day that you're really going to need to bring. Oh, sorry, 50 coins per day that you're really going to do there, which is 50 times 7, which is 350 coins. And that means that you're going to need to spend a total of 12,850 to get everything you need out of every single day. So just letting you know that you can still buy a bunch of things that you can put in for your adeptal energy for every realm layout you want after you finish all the realm layouts, and actually just put these in and craft a bunch of things and get those second and third realm layouts done pretty quick. So the amount of resin that we're getting out of this, if you wanted to know, is another 60 resin that we're getting here. This one's going to be another 60 resin or so. That's like basically 120. And then also here. So basically we're getting an extra 180. Plus they have the amount of requirement cost
we've had for each of the weekly bosses for 3 of the weekly bosses. So instead of getting from the launch of the game 120 resin costs for 2 bosses, it's now 150 resin costs for 4 bosses. So if you think about how far Genshin Impact has come over the course of 8 months and the amount of resources that we've gotten as a community and the amount of increase we've gotten there, it's pretty substantial. Now, if we're getting an extra 180 resin per week plus doubling basically the amount of rewards for almost the same amount of resin for the weekly bosses, and on top of that, we are also getting the bounties that I mentioned earlier. Every single week, you get a total of 30,000 Mora per one of these bounties, and if you go to the weekly request, each one of them is going to give you 20,000. Now, that means the total amount of resin that you're getting out of each of these is, of course, 20 resin here, and if you go into the bounties, you get another 20 resin here, plus 20 and a half, so basically 30 resin. So that means you're getting another 50 resin out of each of the weekly rewards from bounties and requests. So now the total amount of resin that they've given us in total rewards is over 200 extra resin per week, which is essentially the same as if they gave us extra resin for doing everything we need. Now, you could say, well, I would rather just have the resin on my account in general so I can go farm more artifacts. But, you know, to level those artifacts, as I've mentioned many a time, you need a shitload of Mora. And if you want to level your characters, you need a shitload of Mystic Enhancement Ore and a shitload of other things. So I would have to say that MiHoYo, you've done a great job over 8 months, and you've given us a lot more resin. You've given us a lot more stuff for 2-factor authentication. Keep on this track of giving players what they need when they need it, and give them what we really want, which is more resin, please. I want to play the game more. But 1.5 is definitely the best patch ever. So I would say that if you're looking to come back to Genshin Impact or you've stopped playing for a while, they kind of fixed resin, and they kind of fixed all the other things. So yeah, 2FA's fixed and resin's fixed. Pog. All right, guys, well, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.